Hello, my name is Eric and it's journaling time once again. Today we're going to go back to more kind of what I see it as kind of traditional journaling session. We're going to be doing a gratitude journal. However, with a slight little tweak of focus. Today's gratitude journal, or entry if you will, is going to be only gratitude or thankfulness on ourselves. We're only going to be listing and discussing and talking about things we're grateful for of ourselves, things that we like, love, or are very proud of who we are. Do not extend it to family, do not extend it to your spouse or family member or anything else, just you. We'll do that in another session. Right now I just want to keep the focus on you. And there's two things I want you to think about when you're writing. First, you can start it by just doing direct affirmation style type statements. I am grateful for my I am grateful for who I am because Just straight bullet statements. And if you have to, you can go through the whole page that way, no problem. However, you can start also by doing those type of affirmation type things, as well as go into a little bit more descriptive. And what I mean by that is, I am grateful for the fact that I like teaching, because it allows me to connect with people. You get the idea. Try and give more descriptions and how it dominoes in actions or links up to other behaviors in your life that lead to positive. Remember, the whole thing here is to become aware of our situation. This is, once again, the power of journaling. Today, we're putting that lens on ourselves. We want to build a positive perception of ourselves. And like I've said in the past, journaling is kind of like a jazz musician soloing. We're in that moment, that flow state. And it's really meditative. And what we want to do is we're going to orient our prompt of what we're writing about. And in this case, we're focusing on the good stuff that we like of ourselves. Because a lot of time that gets pushed to the wayside. We are much more easily accepting of negative traits and what negative things people may say to us and believe them than the positive. So we have to actually take time and do it. And when we journal, we're having that conversation with ourselves, even if it seems contrived, where we're writing, I am appreciative of this of myself. As long as it's a truth and you believe it, it has weight, it has power. Because when you're writing these things, in that moment, we're running that program. We're running that thought process. That's going to elicit a state of being, an emotional state of being. It's going to give a state of being even broader than that. So regardless of what's in the book, we're living that state of mind. And if we can keep reliving that, we can start orienting ourselves in positive mindsets that we don't always feel anxiety, or we have maybe self-doubt, and all those things that kind of start being a slippery slope to depression or a poor self-outlook. We don't need that. So today, once again, gratitude, thankful in the form of affirmations, and or be descriptive as much as you can. Really expose it on yourself only, no one else. So gratitude on why you like yourself or love yourself. And before we get going, let me just remind everybody, please like and share. Looking for comments on other kind of prompts people want to do, so please join in. And if you need a journal book, if you saw the ones in the opening part of the intro, those are available. Just follow the link in the description and get your own. And it's nice because then we'll be in sync with the proper timing, or relative timing with the video and writing, because I'm using those journal books myself. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get to work. Okay. So hopefully you have your beverage of choice. And one little thing I want to bring up, and I haven't said it in a while, this process of journaling isn't just writing. It's also the ritual of everything. Have a beverage, have a light, have a space where you feel creative or where you feel safe and comfortable, where you can open up. It should be quiet. You shouldn't have any distractions. This is going to make it easier to connect with yourself. So if you kind of think of like Japanese tea ceremonies, the ritual and the ceremony itself is also part of the experience, not just drinking the tea. Same with this process right here. All right. So, first things first, location, mood, pretty good, date, and time. And once again, gratitude to anything pertaining to yourself. Enjoy the process, everybody. Not too bad, huh, people? Hopefully everything went well. While I was doing the gratitude on just the self, I found it 2 or 3, maybe a few times where I was about ready to write outside of myself. So I had to keep myself in the boundaries contained, which makes it a little bit more interesting because you're forced to kind of dig a little deeper. But once you find the kernel or you find a certain strain, all of a sudden new ideas pop out or new things that you didn't realize about yourself. This is all positive stuff. We're literally just becoming aware of the positive bricks that make us up. Okay, now we'll look at the other ones at some point too, but this is one of the reasons why journaling is so powerful. This little quiet time we give to ourselves to basically have kind of a meeting with ourselves, and we can process our own feelings, emotions, and this is the fun part, create stuff. We can create who we want to be. Right now we just took the time to find out things that we're grateful for of who we are, but we could easily run a journaling session and start thinking who we want to be. I think we've done a video in the past or something similar to that. And over time, we get these things in the back of our head, in our subconscious, and then if we keep running that program, or if we journal on it again, or if we keep reminders in our life, we move towards these things. This is why I say journaling is the biggest bang for the buck. And it should be really, in my humble opinion, incorporated in most people's life on a daily basis, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes. The effects are huge on many, many levels. Anyways, I hope you had a good session. Hope to see you next time. We will continue this, but expand out the radius. And remember, enjoy the process. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.